Good morning, retail class. Happy Monday. Hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Today, we're going to talk about how important the selling process is in the world of retail. And a lot of times, jobs in retail, you would not think of them as sales jobs. And we're going to talk today about how they are sales jobs and how important selling is to a retail establishment. I'm going to kind of look at three different scenarios and go into each one and talk about how selling is important in each one of these three different types of retail outlets. So the first one, let's look at Chick-fil-A. One of Chick-fil-A's biggest selling points is their customer service. One of the reasons that I like to go to Chick-fil-A is not only do they have really good food, but I really like the way that I'm treated when I go into a Chick-fil-A. And that is all the retail workers that are there that are using great customer service to help sell their food. It's just nice to go in and be treated like that. The other thing that a salesperson or a retail person that works at Chick-fil-A, how they impact selling is when you're placing an order, and if they ask you, would you like that in a medium or large, hoping that you say large because it increases the amount of money that you're going to pay, and all of that goes into making the restaurant more money. Okay, so that's how that's using your customer service would be the biggest way for a retail person to increase sales at a Chick-fil-A. The other one that I would talk about is also a restaurant. There's a restaurant in Brigham City called Maddox. It's a very nice restaurant. And the retail people there, they have kind of a different responsibility than someone at, say, a Chick-fil-A. A waitress or waiter at Maddox, they really have to use sales and do things to increase sales. Not only are they helping the restaurant, Maddox, but they are also increasing their own amount of money that they make. And they do this by encouraging you to buy more products. The more products you buy, the higher the bill is. And then where they work on tips, the higher the bill is, the higher their tip is going to be and the more money that they make. So that's why they're asking you. They're trying to get you to order drinks. If, for example, if a party of 4 people went into Maddox and they ordered drinks, and that's, let's say, they're $2.50 a drink. So that would be $10 in drinks. And a typical tip is 20%. So if you took 20% of $10, that's $2. So by that table of 4 ordering drinks earns that retail person or that waiter or waitress an additional $2. Well, that may not sound like much, but if you figure that they're waiting on, let's say, 30 tables in a night, well, that all of a sudden that turns into $60. Well, if someone comes in, a party of 4, and none of them order a drink, well, that's $2 additional that they would make that they're not going to make. And that's why they encourage you to order desserts. It's why they encourage you to order appetizers, because they want the size of the bill to go up, not only for the restaurant, but also for themselves, so they make more money. Somewhere like Target. Target, how do retail employees impact the sales of Target? Well, it's similar to Chick-fil-A. Most of the jobs, you're not going to get paid more yourself by offering great customer service, but you're going to increase the sales for Target. Now, there may be some departments like electronics or things where if you sell more stuff, you may get a commission on that. But just the general person at Target is not going to get paid more individually by selling more stuff. But by offering great customer service, they're going to increase the overall sales of Target, which is their main function, is to sell as much stuff as they can. Okay, so basically the whole point of this is when we're looking at retail, really look at it. A lot of the jobs are going to be somehow sales related. Even a cook in a restaurant, you wouldn't think of a cook as a salesperson, but if they're putting out bad food, that is absolutely going to impact the sales of the restaurant. The manager of the restaurant, same thing. Their main job is to try to sell as much stuff as they can, even though you wouldn't look at a manager of a restaurant necessarily as a salesperson. So hope this information was beneficial, and hope it makes sense, and hope that everyone understands how critical selling is in the world of retail. And there will be a short assignment on this just to provide some information on selling in a retail environment and how important selling is in a retail environment. And also for the seniors, there's going to be in Canvas an attachment for the senior survey. I just received a message that 50% of our seniors have not taken the survey yet. This is something that needs to be done for graduation. So for you seniors, I've included a link on Canvas that will take you to the senior survey so you can take it. Okay, that's it for today. Hope everything's going great, and we'll talk to you later this week. Take care. BMAC out.